Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got two XRP-related stories that I'm looking forward to sharing with you here. Here's the title of the first one. 41.6 million XRP sent between crypto giants over last 10 hours, and that's from You Today, a crypto media outlet. And then there's this one. You can already tell from the tone of my voice that it's grinding my gears, right? This one's from Bitcoinist.com, and here's the title. Whale moves 31 million XRP to Bitstamp. Is Ripple dumping again? And then they got a picture of a dump truck in who knows where, just dumping trash at a landfill. And you can see the picture that they're painting there. Both utilizing an actual picture and just through the narrative. So looking forward to jumping through that. And I also got a few tweets I want to share with you from the XRP community. I think you'll find them interesting. But before going any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button. And if you think it's just adorable when anybody from Bitcoinist writes about XRP, because, you know, they're trying their best. Like, they've done their little bit of research there. They got a few shreds of knowledge and a whole bunch of opinion. I think the opinion outweighs the knowledge in many cases. If you think that's just adorable that they're writing about it, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel so that I can correct it. Because they say a bunch of jibber jabber. I ain't have no jibber jabber up in the Moon Lambo channel. What a bunch of horseradish. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this first one now from You Today. A Twitter user has posted an XRP chart showing a golden cross pattern promising an imminent price surge. Meanwhile, 3 large crypto exchanges are moving gargantuan amounts of XRP between one another. And so here we have the Golden Cross, XRP Golden Cross, which most recently occurred. When was it most recently? Was it somewhere in, I could be mistaken, but I think around May of last year. I think that's roughly when the news about this was going on, maybe June. I can't recall for sure, but ended up being a big nothing. So keep that in mind as I cover what I'm here, because like this is a non-hype channel. I just want to get to the facts. Damn it. Twitter user @GordonGecko369 has shared a screenshot that says the third largest crypto coin, XRP, has formed a bullish pattern called a golden cross. Usually, after this is formed, the price of a currency is expected to skyrocket. On the chart, Gordon Gecko shows that he expects XRP to soar well above 37 cents. And here's the tweet from on the screen. XRP finally got his golden cross. It's showtime. And a short while ago, a golden cross was also noted on Bitcoin charts. However, instead of soaring, the Bitcoin price dropped below the $10,000 level. And so, as I always say, when it comes to technical analysis, yes, there is such a thing as a golden cross, and yes, it has occurred. And no, it doesn't always mean that there's going to be super duper awesome price action for whatever cryptocurrency it's associated with there. Hey, it could be. But, you know, when it comes to technical analysis, it's about probability of outcomes. It's not actually sorcery. If anybody tells you otherwise, they are a lying liar. But check out this now. Here's the next piece. Well, it's the same piece, but next topic within this piece. 41.6 million XRP transferred. Well, what's going on with that? That's more than a little bit. The XRPL Monitor reports that 2 astounding fund transfers have been conducted in XRP, totaling approximately 41.6 million. That's $11.4 million. The data supplied by analytical website BitHump says that 2 top crypto exchanges, Binance and Huobi, and a smaller one, BitHum, were involved. 25 million XRP was transferred between BitHum wallets. In the second transaction, Huobi sent 16.6 million XRP to Binance, and I'm just kind of rounding there. And there's the tweets on the screen. Now, a lot of the time when there are these huge transactions, all we can do is speculate, which I'm actually going to do a little bit of in this next piece here, so stay with me here. I think you'll find this interesting. So, again, this one's from Bitcoinist.com, and here's the title. Again, whale moves 31 million XRP to Bitstamp. Is Ripple dumping again? Now, keep in mind, Bitstamp is an official partner of Ripple on RippleNet, utilizing on-demand liquidity for flows from United States outbound, right? Here we go, and you gotta love the subheading here. Will the Ripple community tolerate the dumping? This is so stupid. Despite dissent from the XRP community, Oh my god, this is steaming my vegetables. It appears Ripple might be taking advantage of the recent rise in XRP prices and resuming their sales of the international payments token. Ripple community members threatened a fork of the asset's code base over this type of action last year. It's like they can't make it through one sentence without saying something that is factually inaccurate. So let's start at the top here. Dissent from the XRP community? No, that would be a fringe opinion. If anybody is actually in the XRP community and they are pro-XRP and they have the opinion that Ripple is dumping, oh, that's definitely fringe. And nothing against those individuals. Hopefully they're well researched, but the facts will lead you to an assumption, which is a correct assumption, that based on the fact that Ripple's selling a percentage of XRP based on volume, there is no way, and I've covered this before, so I'm not going to get in depth in this video, but there's no way that they're selling enough to affect the price of XRP. And then also consider that way more XRP was being sold on the run-up from 20 cents to almost $4 during that mega bull run a couple years ago. That didn't stop it. So there must be something else at play, wouldn't you think? The answer is yes. And then they state here, Ripple community members threatened a fork of the asset's code base over... No, I know what they're talking about there. I didn't bother clicking on the link. They're talking about Crypto Bitlord, and I still think like he was just majorly trolling there. I mean, if there was any ounce of seriousness there, it's like, I don't know what to take seriously from that guy, frankly. Nothing against him, but it's completely silliness to me. Like, he's just one of those people that has this opinion that Ripple's dumping, it's suppressing price, there's no evidence of that, Ripple's selling a small amount of XRP, and the charts show that XRP price is actually just following Bitcoin. How about that? It's completely redonkulous here. Anyway, as previously reported by Bitcoinist, Ripple made $533.7 million from XRP token sales in 2018. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse later had to address the issue in order to pacify his angered XRP community. And again, to be clear, this is a completely false narrative and deserves to be destroyed. The XRP community is thrilled that Ripple is a great steward of the XRP ecosystem. They're the greatest cheerleader that we have. They're ensuring to the best of their abilities that XRP is actually adopted in the real world. And as far as the funds that they have earned from the sale of XRP, roughly the exact same equivalent in terms of dollars was invested via the Spring Initiative into not just the XRP ecosystem and entities supporting ILP, but into the broader crypto world at large. Because they believe, those at Ripple believe, that if the crypto asset class and blockchain does better, then so will Ripple. There you go. How could you have a more adult perspective there? And so it's not like they're literally just pocketing this cash and just sitting on it. I mean, they have a bunch of cash, but they're investing. And there's evidence of this, and they're super transparent about it. And so to see a nonsense article like this, like, I have to talk about this. Like, this is what my channel is for. In part, it's part of what my channel is for here. I'll tell you, I have to air my grievances with Bitcoinist.com. And it's too bad because it's like, these people aren't stupid, but they're putting out these narratives, and I don't like that they're leading their readers astray. Like, those that are not as informed are going to be falling for this and believing this here. And it's too bad because they do put out a lot of articles that are really thoughtful and well written, and I enjoy. I mean, they have the same typical crypto media spelling errors and stuff, but, you know, crypto media is it's special. But they actually do put out some stuff I like. And so, but again, when I see stuff like this, I'm just going to keep calling it like I see it here. But this address sent 30, they cite an address on the screen, and then they write, this address sent 31.3 million XRP worth almost $8.5 million to Bitstamp's exchange wallet today. Okay, well, consider this, and this is where some speculation comes into play, which I think is fine, you know, as long as it's not speculation for the sake of hyping. I think that speculation can serve a good purpose, and the community can think through what might be likely to try and get to the heart of the matter, get minds thinking. I like all of that type of stuff. Now, again, considering that Bitstamp is officially partnered with Ripple, utilizing on-demand liquidity, and considering that from the United States most of the XRP is flowing outbound, is it a surprise that you need to kind of adjust the flow of XRP and put more into the hands of Bitstamp? Is that a possibility? Again, speculation, but hey, I still don't think there's anything wrong with just thinking through it, what might be happening here. And still, you know, it's even that you don't, like, I don't know that that's the case. And so they don't either. And so for them to write something like this, it could be more crystal clear that they're just any little thing that they could do to just kind of jab and say, ooh, that wascally Ripple. or would it be Wascally Whipple? That's how they'd say it, right? If it's like, who talks like that? Is that Elmer Fudd? Or am I thinking of the Rabbit? Bugs Bunny? Who the hell talks like that? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I'm just having one of those brain moments, whatever. So anyway, I think that's pretty sufficient. This article does go on. I'm not going to dig into this, but they have this little subheading. Jed McCaleb also dumped $1 billion XRP earlier this month. And I just want to say one thing on this. Since I made a whole video about this, the one thing I will mention before moving on here is that Jed McCaleb, he announced publicly that there is no way with the quantity of XRP that he is selling that it could, in any sort of meaningful or measurable way, affect the price of XRP. It's just not enough being sold. Even Jed McCaleb says that, and he's not exactly the biggest fan of Ripple at this point. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, next. Here's a tweet that I came across. I just thought I'd share it with you from XR Pizza Time. And he wrote this on Twitter. There is not a single chart that will change how I feel about XRP. When you've got all the ingredients for an awesome soup, what's left? Let it cook. Yeah, and I feel the same way about that, because I also think that even though for me utility is the most important determining factor in what I'm investing in, which in the world of crypto, which is XRP, because it's the only cryptocurrency being used in the commercial production of anything. I also understand that right now, even though there's real world utility, the rest of the world's going to have to catch up to my investment thesis, and I believe they will. You're not going to have anything in life, in the world of crypto or elsewhere, continue to have money pour into it if it isn't useful to individuals at large. And so, yeah, for me, it's just like, sit around, as he put here, let it cook, and I'm happy to do so. It kind of resonated with me, so I wanted to share the tweet with you. Here's a tweet from King Solomon. Determining how much crypto is needed. Number 1, determine your goals. 2, calculate current holdings at all-time high values. 3, coins should have utility and solve a problem currently existing. 4, determine that market size and potential disruption. 5, add speculation multiplier. Easy. And so I just thought I'd share with you a perspective from somebody else on that. As far as how much crypto is needed, it depends on what you mean. Needed for what? To invest so that you have moon Lambo money? Well, I don't know. It depends. For me, it's like it's a function of a couple of things. How much cryptocurrency do you have, and how long are you willing to hold so that it gets to a point where it's worth X amount, whatever that special magical dollar amount is for you. So I have a feeling as the stuff starts to skyrocket, though, people just don't have any earthly idea of how difficult it's going to be to not just sell on like everything on the way up. So I think a lot of people are probably going to sell too early. I'm going to do my best to not be along them, but I am okay with me personally, and you do whatever you want. I don't offer financial advice, period, no financial background, but I will be at some point when things go parabolic. I'm never going to sell all my XRP, but I'm willing to de-risk a little bit along the way. I'll put it like that. But anyway, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon Lambo!